Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me today, Aries Seekers. My name is Lynn and I'm going to be your tarot reader for today. Now, one thing I'd just like to point out, just to begin things off, that these are my own interpretations, and any information that does absolutely resonate with you, please take it and go about your day with that information. And if there's any information that absolutely does not resonate with you, please feel free to just leave that as it will be for somebody else. Now, I have here a couple of decks that I will sometimes, on occasion, use for some readings. I have Tarot of the Divine here. I have the deck that I'm currently using, which is the Anne Press foil cards. You can see it has a nice shine to it. And Mystic Monday's tarot cards. Now, I do have everything on display here for viewing, in case anybody likes them, just let me know, and I'll be happy to showcase them and show off some of the cards anytime. Now, as I begin here, I'm just going to point out that this reading will be both a general reading for the week of February the 20th to 26th, as well as both a love reading first and then a financial reading second after that. So I'll be excited to get things going here today. And of course, a card falls that is on display. And as we get things going, I'll just do a little bit of shuffling here. There's some beautiful, beautiful artwork in all three decks. You can see some examples of such now. Okay, so on a general note, looks like the week will be rife with possibility, new beginnings, and new experiences. Those of you looking in on this specific portion will just want to specifically take note that this is a card of clarity. This card does denote new beginnings and basically a young character, but just note that it also carries that power of a sword, so it will be cutting through things. I'm betting that we'll see that come into play later on. Now on to the love reading here. Looks like we do have the High Priestess to begin, which is a card that denotes your inner self. So it looks like a lot of us have been thinking very inwardly. Recently, I do see that there are 3 major arcana, so there will be lots of change, lots of turbulence, and many interesting things happening in the coming week or so. And so with the High Priestess, there will be lots to pay attention to. Pay attention to your dreams and the experiences that you have in the coming week, and you will absolutely benefit from these messages that are being shared with you. Now, the Hierophant, as our next piece, is a tradition piece. So based on what I see here, it looks like many of us may be breaking out of that tradition to go into maybe relationships that don't so much meld with what we believed in the past. Now, what I just really note about this is this will be an inward message brought to the front towards your outward self. I will just bring each to the front. So here is the High Priestess. Here is the Hierophant. And then as well, we have Strength. So we can see that for many of you, you will be finding new experiences rife with possibility that will be from an inward message that comes against your heritage, against what you kind of expect and your tendencies, and you will both grow from this and become emotionally blessed. Now, as we move on, I do note that many of you are stuck in the past. You are holding yourself back and keeping yourself grounded by holding on to that past and that nostalgia. Maybe you're thinking about a past relationship, or you're hoping for something to come back. Now, I would guide against this. I would recommend going against this, as you can see here, this is a time for building. Now, you will get into that grit, you will work hard, but you will find and gain that satisfaction of a strong foundation and comfort, both in your love life, and it looks like it will be a very beneficial time for you. Now, see, here we have 6 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. Now, this means there will be times for growing and introspection during these next during the near future. Now, this also leads into the last couple of steps, things to look out for. Now, you will have lots of introspection to be done. It looks like this will be a growing period, both for yourself inwardly and outwardly, and it could be that there are some relationship or emotional troubles that will be had based on your current life. Things will be progressing in your favor, but do be aware of that it is not devoid of any hardships. There could even be a potential relationship change for the negative, and there could be heartbreak. Now, throughout this time, do note that as long as you do your best to be true to yourself, you will be able to come out on top and strengthen yourself. You'll be able to grow, but just be aware of these potentials here. And moving on. And as we move into our second part here, we'll be doing a financial reading. Okay. Now, let's moving on this. So, in your financial life, it looks like you've been making your dreams a little bit too real these days. You've been hoping too strongly and wishing for certain things, Aries. Seekers. And everything's been seeming better than it is for you. Now, the truth is, keep your eye on the prize, but keep a realistic view on that prize. As long as you keep that realism in there, you will absolutely begin reaching your goals. But just keep away from bringing those dreams to reality. Now, once again, it looks like there could be some heartbreak, maybe some bad news coming on its way. It looks like there could even be some extent of a betrayal, being stabbed in the back. There will be some setbacks, some struggles, and some things to look inwards on. But in terms of those financials, it looks like things will be marking themselves towards the future. So make sure to have that real view, but don't be bogged down or defeated by that reality. Don't let yourself be defeated or destroyed by that truth, that reality of what is in your real life. Fight and struggle against those setbacks and notice what is, once again, just on here, notice what is behind you rather than focusing on what is lost. See, you're focusing too much on this. Begin focusing a little more on this, on the journey, on what you deserve and what your goals are. Once you do that, you will find that you can start overcoming those challenges and begin looking inwards towards the future. There will be tough times, but those tough times are not too much for what you can have. Now, what you can have looks to be very, very abundant. And if you start working for it, if you make sure to give yourself that benefit of the doubt, have that introspection and that confidence, you will begin building towards your future. You will be building towards a strong foundation of what you've planted. You'll begin finding that you have more liberty towards yourself. You'll be able to treat yourself and give yourself those beneficial things that really help you out. And you'll find that things are working out in your favor. As long as you follow the rules and get things going, you will have that next step approached for you. Now, for some of you, this will mean that there are some legal situations to go through, but for the most part, it will just be creating that foundation, building up into that foundation, and keeping on to the reality of your situation. It does look like you're not seeing the full picture. Now, this could even tie back straight back to the beginning, or that you will not be seeing the full picture unless you really open your eyes up to it. That is what I'm seeing here. So as long as you really focus in and see your goals, see all of the possibilities, and have focus, don't fall back into those vices, don't fall back into having those dreams there in reality, you'll notice that you are capable of what is necessary. Don't lose that hope, don't lose that sight. And finally, you'll want to have an open mind. Have an open mind towards what you want and what you believe your true potential is, because this may be the first step on a journey, but that journey is absolutely going to be fruitful. It looks like there is quite a possibility and quite a likelihood that things will slow down at some point in the near future. But this is specific. This is especially stating for you to not lose that hope, not to lose that drive that is pulling you in with this one here. Don't lose that drive, don't lose that hope. Have that confidence and that comfort that things will go absolutely your way. You will find that everything is there, set up, growing for you. It may not be immediate, it may not be fast, but it will begin to grow in your favor. I hope that your coming week is absolutely full of light, and I will be seeing many of you again next week. I'll be looking forward to our next opportunity to be together. I'll be looking forward to the next one.